Yeah, it's another one of those peekaboo situations. My wife got here late, and she's lurking in the green room someplace. So. Here we are.
Hanging out.
Yeah, it's kind of like the dinner we went to the other night.
Well, that's, you know, this is one of the goofiest things. Actually, we met at a dinner for, there was a writer here named Howard Rosenberg who I got a call to come and speak.
Which you did very well.
On his behalf, and you got a call to come and speak on your
I
behalf.
did not get a call to speak. I got a call to come because they said that he didn't have any friends.
Oh.
So, well, actually, I was in Europe. The call came in, and Gail said, well, he doesn't have any friends. We should go. And we went. And it was a very strange piece of anthropology going on down there.
Well, it was real strange because it was in one of these old country clubs. You know, those big. It looked like the wedding scene from The Deer Hunter, that big thing. And they had a dais, and Frank and I are on the dais, and I said, do you know this guy? And Frank said, I never met the guy.
Well, I did meet him once. We were on a panel show about censorship one time, but it was like, hi, how are you? And I really don't know him. And he's a Pulitzer Prize winner.
Right.
So it's all very serious, and we were there to honor him, but it was an awkward situation. And if you hadn't been really, really funny right there...
Well, you were very funny. What did you say? You said, I never met this guy. I don't know who he is. Thank you. Goodbye.
Well, he's actually a little shorter than that.
Yeah. Now, you just got back from the European tour, correct?
Yeah. Spit it out, boy.
Well, I read this somewhere. I want to get these facts straight. You were asked to perform in the Soviet Union, is this correct?
Yeah, now how about this for absurdity? We're working in Germany, and a call comes in, and I thought it was a joke, that we were invited to go to Moscow to play at the summit. They wanted us to headline a concert of 5 U.S. groups and 5 Soviet groups on the Sunday at the summit with Reagan and Gorbachev there. And I thought, this can't be real. So finally, I wound up tracing it back, and it was real. The call came in from a man named Michael Begloff, who is the bureau chief of TASS. And here I am on a backstage phone in Mannheim talking to this guy in the Soviet Union about doing this concert. I really wanted to do it. I mean, the newspapers reported it wrong here. They said I didn't want to go. I wanted to go. They just couldn't do it because the call came in on a Tuesday before the Sunday. And so we had a concert tour with dates that had been booked for months. So in order for us to go to Moscow, we would have had to cancel 3 shows, and they would have had to fly all the equipment over there, and there was no way to do it.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't go, but it would have been very funny.
Well, yeah, I would figure working in the Soviet Union is like working for the mob. You know, I used to work for those kind of places. You know, can you come Monday? I got a gig Monday. No, I don't. Hey, I'll be there Monday. I would think.
No, it's not quite like that. But we did check around. I said, it sounds weird because they're calling on Tuesday, the concert's on Sunday. Is this real? And they said, well, it's obviously as serious because usually they call you on Thursday.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, they want to give you that 2 extra days to put. Oh, yeah, the Soviet Union, what do they have? They just plug in an amp. They don't really probably figure out.
Maybe slightly more sophisticated than that.
Well, the newspaper got that story wrong. They probably got this story wrong, too. There was a thing in the article about you wanted to do something about tearing down the Berlin Wall. What was that? Well,
I've been talking about that for a few years. The first time that it was put into an article was in a German newspaper. And while I was on the phone with this guy in Moscow, you know these phone calls are tapped. You know that.
Right.
Anytime you talk to
Especially the big lot.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Always. So I'm saying, well, you got to, after we settled that we weren't going to Moscow to play the show, I said, you got a couple of minutes because I got an idea I want to talk to you about. I said, yeah, sure. So I said, well, why don't we do this? You guys need some good PR. I mean, this whole perestroika business is basically, we need to restructure because the word is out, communism doesn't work. We want to still call it communism so we look good for a minute, but it doesn't work. We want to be a capitalist, okay? Let's be honest about it. So here's what you do. You need good PR in order to get people with real money to come into your country to invest and set stuff up. So you're taking the people out of Afghanistan. That's nice. It's nice. You shouldn't have gone there in the first place. Okay, that's done. Now what do you got left?
And he's still on the phone through all of this.
He's still here. He's laughing. He speaks good English. So you're going to go to Mars with the United States. Okay, nice. That's nice.
Going to
but
Mars?
It's real expensive, and it's going to be a long time before you get the PR results. What do you got left? Just the wall. You got to take down the wall. The way you do it is you have to do it on May Day, which is the communist Labor Day. right?
I would guess May Day would be my choice.
So I propose that they do it on May Day, 1989, and the reason is the new U.S. president will not have been in office long enough to even think about the Berlin Wall, so he can't take credit for it, okay? Because they don't usually start talking about the wall until the last few minutes of their administration.
Now, are you paying for this call, or is he? I'm curious. Oh, you're paying for the call.
But, you know, this is my contribution to the world.
To the wall, you tear it down.
Yeah, wait, but I got to tell you the details because it's really sick. So you have to do it exactly on a May Day, and the way you do it is you invite the strongest men of labor from around the world, committees. They all go to Berlin. And in a week, they rip it down with their bare hands. And they're assisted by the United States Caterpillar Company and their Japanese competitors who send big earth-moving equipment. And they're ripping it down 24 hours a day. Every kind of music is going on. There's concerts. It's a festival. The wall's coming down. They don't need the wall anymore. You already know where the dividing line is. The people on the eastern side are not coming into West Berlin. There's unemployment there.
Right.
So they're staying home. And then after you take the big chunks, you give those to sculptors from around the world. They make a nice piece of sculpture. You bring it back to Berlin, and you make a peace pyramid, and you leave it there as a tourist attraction. He says, well, it's not a, well, I'll think about it. Thanks a lot for the call.
They were probably thinking in terms of like letting one of the gunners have the afternoon off. We're going to be right back after this. Well, that about wraps it up. I want to thank Doc and the band. Thank you, guys. Thank Johnny Carson and Charles Fleischer. Congratulations with Roger Rabbit. You're doing a heck of a job.
Thanks,
And it's the #1 movie in the country. Sydney, good luck with Hooperman when it comes back on, hopefully when the strike is on. Frank, and I guess the next plan to get that Lenin statuette of Red Square.
No, you don't want to do that. Reagan would probably like to stand next to it some more.
Yeah, ooh, boy, boy, when the new left becomes the new right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.